Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a interesting matchup to get us started in the KEW this week. We've got Miss Tash taking on Dude Jeans. We of course saw Miss Tash with those dark, mysterious eyes attacking Dude Jeans after his win last week, and Miss Tash now has decided that she wants to inflict potential further punishment on Dude Jeans. What on earth has come over Miss Tash? You can see the dark eyes there though. What kind of illithid powers have seeped their way into her feeble mind? And she pats her tummy. Maybe that's where the darkness has emanated from. You could see though in their tag match with Miss Tash and the Ploughman, after they won, the Ploughman on the phone in the background. Who was he on the phone to? Was the question that everyone in the KEW has been asking online this week. It was after that phone call that Miss Tash turned into a rabid animal in the ring, and you can see since then she seems determined to destroy her former tag partner and former tag champion partner. Doesn't think he's good enough for the Teachers Union anymore. And the Ploughman, who knows if he's the orchestrator, the puppet master behind this dark twist for the Miss Tash, or if he's just a middleman. But you can see there the dark eyes from Miss Tash. Something's got into her. And here comes Dude Jeans. He looks actually worried here, actually concerned as he enters the ring. Not his usual relaxed self as he comes down the ramp. And Miss Tash here, she's out of the ring and she wants a bit of Dude Jeans on the ramp. Here she comes. She's not waiting for it to get down. He doesn't look like he's seen her. Now he has. Oh, but only to get a boot in the face. And Miss Tash couldn't even wait to get started on him. Hurricanranas him down on the ramp. And he's in a spot of bother already. His Dude Jeans now gets hold of Miss Tash and launches her by the hair down the ring. Gets hold of her, now punching her in the face on the ramp. The KEW faithful will be happy to see Dude Jeans get one over on Miss Tash here. They'll think it a little unfair as he face busters her on the ground. And again laying into her here. Ramming her head into the ramp. He hasn't even got his green, very nice dressing gown off yet. He's stomping the life. The ref hasn't even started the match and he's already taking a beating to Miss Tash on the ramp. She gets measure of revenge there though. She was the one who stormed down the ramp and tried to boot his face off, and it went a bit awry for her after that. Dude Jeans slow back to his feet here though. Miss Tash ducks under, gets hold of him, spinning him around on the ramp by the head. No, flips him down onto the ramp there. The hard steel ramp doing the damage onto his back. She throws him down onto the edge of the ring. She might look to try and get him in the ring and start the match here. She feels like she might have inflicted enough damage on herself. Dude Jeans throws her in the ring though, and then climbs in via the bottom rope himself. Oh, she gets a boot to the face. There goes the bell to start the match, and a clothesline there. And now she's going to stand up in the corner, show off to the crowd. Dude Jeans on the floor. She leaps down, and the crowd there less than impressed as Dude Jeans gets his robe off. Miss Tash now picks him up and flips him over, reverse suplex there, bouncing Dude Jeans off the canvas. Look at this, taunting him on the floor, booting him in the chest. He's quickly back to his feet though. Hooks up with Miss Tash here, not in that sense. Gets hold of her and drags her to the ropes. Big punch there. And it gets hold of her by the head. Puts her on the floor. Has got hold of the little legs here. And then levers her into the ropes. Oh, choking her on that second rope. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Miss Tash able to kick out succinctly though. She's got enough left there to keep going. Maybe it's her new dark powers that she's got. Oh, Dude Jeans rams her head into that. Maybe he thinks if he keeps smashing her in the head, he can beat the darkness out of her. Doesn't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Now a little elbow to the stomach and a chop here. More furious chops. Looked like Dude Jeans when he was on the ramp was just coming down to have a chat with Miss Tash. She wanted nothing to do with his chats and has just assaulted him on the ramp. And now the two of them battering each other in the ring. Whipping him into the ropes here, lifting him up. Oh, spine busters him down onto the ground. And Dude Jeans slow back to his feet. Miss Tash getting him up now. Gets hold of him by the face and then face busters him into the hard matting there. Hooks the leg. The ref slow for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 there. Just a 1. Jeans. Plenty left to go here. Don't forget, he is a man who defeated a Yeti just last week before getting assaulted by the now dark-powered Miss Tash. Gets hold of him, puts him backwards in the corner. And off the ropes here, and oh, big face buster there off the top rope. She sprung, hooks the leg again. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count again though. Jeans, look at the ferociousness of Miss Tash. She is furious. She's pointing to him and saying to him, stay down for the love of God. I'm going to keep battering the life out of you. Big chop there to him. A big few furious hits here. Then bounces off of him. And then facebusters him again on the ground. You've got to wonder how much more damage his head can sustain here. So Miss Tash goading him there. She boots him with those soft sandals right in the chest. And then again another boot there. The two of them, of course, former tag champions. And now look at them. Completely at odds. Happened with the square watermelons. Although that wasn't because of dark lithic powers. That was just the tag team falling apart. And Jeans there with a moonsault out of the corner, and now gets hold of Miss Tash. Drop kicks her in the head. Violent drop kick, but she's straight up. Again, maybe those dark powers giving her the lithic power to get up and bounce off each other. She gets a big hit in there. Gets hold of Jeans from behind. And now Russian leg sweeps him down. And look at this. Punching the life out of him on the floor. She's really not happy. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count there though. Jeans sustained significant damage here from Miss Tash as she's going up to the top rope here. Now diving off a big elbow from the top rope. Almost went through the chest, and look at this, showing off to the crowd. Now maybe the crowd are realising what the darkness has done to Miss Tash. It's made her an egotistical monster. Stomps on Jeans in the ring. Now she's climbing out of the ring as Jeans rolls out for what he thought was a swift breather. Miss Tash has followed him out there. Goes for the stop, misses though. And Jeans gets a sandal right into her guts. Gets hold of her, gives her a scientific twist on the outside. Now is he going to look to get her in the ring and finish it with a pin? Oh no, he's going to beat her up some more on the outside. A few swift punches in the head there. Miss Tash is down and suffering here. Sandals to the back of the head and to the back here. And another big elbow drop from Jeans, getting a measure of revenge. Look at this, whipping the hair around, saying, I'm the purest member of the teachers union now. Now Miss Tash pushes him off. She doesn't look like she's too involved or bothered about getting him back in the ring. Gets him up now though and whips him back into the ring. Now taking the time to show off to the crowd. Let's forget we're on a 7 count here. Here she goes slowly back into the ring. Jeans getting a breather. Look at this, she's saying time out. And Jeans is saying, what's this all about? And oh, she boots his head off whilst he's too busy pointing. What a cheap shot from Miss Tash. 1, 2, 3. The cheap shot, and she takes it. Goodness gracious me, she almost kicked his head off, and happy enough to beat the life out of him there. What a cheap shot from Miss Tash. She's took him out on the ramp, and then the darkness round her eyes. Goodness me. Showing off to the crowd here. Showing the Tash off. It's her first win in the KEW, and it comes at the expense of Jeans. And you can see though, something's not right with Miss Tash. Lures him back into the ring, says to him, take a time out. And Jeans falls for it, being gullible. She then boots his head off. And that's it. That was enough to wrap up the match for her. And we'll move into our second match for the evening here. And it's a tag team event. We've seen the Torpedo and Mark the Magnificent lock up before. And the Torpedo with the cheap shot onto Mark the Magnificent. And Tanja, since losing his title shot last week on KEW Live, well, the commissioner has decided to punish him here and send him out against the tag team that is the Misfits. And these two definitely are the Misfits. We've got the Turkish Mountain, Big Dan, and the Torpedo making their way to the ring.
519 pounds.
They look mean and focused, the pair of them, although it does look like a child is out with his father for a day out. Big Dan up the ropes he comes, and into the ring, the 7-foot Goliath. The ropes just about bend under him. And there, look at that, the muscles on display from the Torpedo. And go for the high five, just about connects. The height difference really on show there. The pair of them will look focused. And maybe a measure of punishment, as we were saying, from the CEO against the Tange, where he's forced him to partner up here to face two newer members of the KEW, put him in the ring with the Goliath and the Torpedo, and his partner, the one-time adversary, His Magnificence. Here he comes with a cocky wry smile. We've not seen the pair of them have to match up together many a times in the past, Tange and Mark the Magnificent, but the CEO thought it would be punishment for the pair of them to have to try and work together. Perhaps it's punishment for Mark as he wasn't able to significantly and swiftly deal with the Torpedo, or because he beat the Torpedo and the Commissioner wanted the new wrestlers to really prove a point, and none of them really did. Mark, they're having a laugh and a joke with the crowd. The crowd unsure what to make of his sepulchral entrance. And he ducks into the ring and tips his imaginary bonnet to his competitors and to the KW crowd. You see the people in the front row are really amped for His Magnificence, His Eminence here. True British royalty. There you go, he puts it right down, his imaginary hat, right in front of the Torpedo. And his tag partner for this evening, the man who lost the KW title without ever having it. You've got to wonder what damage it's done to his career. They are, though, two formidable athletes in the KW, Mark the Magnificent and Tange the Great. So we'll see here if they can manage to get on the same page and get some cohesiveness going in the KW tag team ranks. If they can't, then who knows? I've already seen Mark explode one tag team with Benji and it lead to a full-on feud between the two. If things don't go his way again, is he going to be pointing fingers at the Tange? And will the two of them have to have a ding-dong to sort it out? Or if it does go their way, what do the two men do then? Do they put their single aspirations to one side and try and focus on building a union between the pair of them? There we go, we've got the Torpedo in the ring ready to go with Mark as well. Tange is saying, go and get him, little man. These two, no friends of each other, it would appear. Mark already trying to look like he was running out of the ring there. The Torpedo caught him and whips him into the corner after a shot to the back, and now he's in the corner. There's a little cheap shot in there, and Mark with the elbow up quickly to the Torpedo. Gets hold of him and whips him into the corner. The Torpedo with those questionable trunks, of course, gets hold of his arm now, wrenching it in the corner over the ropes there. The Torpedo a little slow already. Mark launches him to the ground, climbs onto the second top rope here. Here he goes, off the top. Oh, reverse moonsault off the top there. High flying stuff from His Magnificence off of the ropes, and another moonsault there. How many more moonsaults does he have in the arsenal is the question. Picks the Torpedo up now, who looks like he's already sustained significant damage here. Whips him into the corner, and the sinewy little man is now getting a big boot there to the knee, trying to take down the muscles on his body. Mark now flips over on him, flips him over and delivers him into the floor there, and you can see he's hurting his back of his head already. And the Torpedo slow back to his feet. You can't help but think they might have been better off placed putting the Mountain in the ring first. A little suplex there from the Torpedo, though, gets him back in control of the match. And look at this, wiping Mark's face on the mat, disrespectful, and reverse elbows him right in the back there. A few shots right in front of his tag partner Tange. Slaps him to the ground and then goes for the cover. 1, 2, gets a 2 count though. His Magnificence, I thought, might have got an arm up at 1. And Tange, I'm not sure if he wants to tag, but Big Dan's coming in the ring, and that's a whole new problem for His Magnificence now. Look at that, he turned around and had to look up almost a couple of stories worth of a building there to get a view of the top of him. Ducks under the clothesline there, and good job he did. It might have ended his career. Up he goes onto the shoulder now. Oh my goodness me, how high up he is. Drops him face first on the corner, stomps on him now, and Tange doesn't look like he wants any part of Big Dan. Picks him up, spins him around and slams him down. Tange not particularly eager to get in the ring with the Turkish Mountain. Mark gets an elbow up quickly, and Big Dan's up though and charges him back down to the ground. And Tange looking a little more active on the side there as he stomps on the arm of Mark. As Big Dan gets him up now. Whips him into the ropes, and big elbow there right in front of his tag partner. You'd have to say the cohesiveness of the Misfits is working in their favour currently, as His Magnificence can barely get off the mat, and Tange now looking like he wants a tag. He's saying, I want to get in the ring, I'm all for you taking a pummeling, but I'm not for me losing the match, as the Torpedo there gets a cheeky little hit in on His Magnificence as he's coming to the corner, and now the Torpedo skipping over the top of His Magnificence, stomps on the face, goes for the cover. One. Just a one count there though, and Mark gets the shoulder up, and now is picked up slowly to his feet by the Torpedo. He gets hold of him, tucks his leg under, and slams him over there. A nice package suplex. Now look at this, showing in the corner here, showing off his muscles, and Tange has been tagged in. In comes Tange, gets hold of him, and immediately clotheslines him down from behind. Big shot to the back there as well. Gets hold of the leg and drives the elbow straight into the knee. Mark hops out of the ring. The Tange now working on the Torpedo as he gets up and boots him in the head. The Torpedo, one of the more basic athletes in the KEW, tags in Big Dan, and this is the matchup the fans really wanted to see. The Tange and Big Dan, and Tange straight on top of him, pummeling the life out of him. It was a little bit of a mismatch when we had the Big Dan and Mark in the ring, but now the Tange and Big Dan seems a little more even and fair. Tange stomping of the arm of the Turkish Mountain Man on the floor, and now he's not going to tag Mark back in already, is he? He goes straight over and Mark's back in the ring. I'm not so sure that was a smart tag. You can see Mark there, looked like he wanted to get straight back out of the ring. Big Dan gets hold of him, but he elbows his way out of it, and I don't think it was smart to tag Mark back in quite so quickly. Gets hold of Big Dan here though, in between the waist. No! Gives him the crown jewels there. Almost sends him out of the ring through the middle rope. Goodness gracious me, drop kicks him, but he can't bring the big fella down. Look at that. And again, but the big fella's still up, and shoulder charges Mark down to the floor, and that is the issue when you've got a smaller man against a larger athlete in the KEW. And now look at this, he's going to give it back to the Torpedo whilst Mark's down on the floor, and Mark up quickly though, the big clothesline there. The Torpedo thought he might have the opportunity to get one up on Mark after losing to him, and now Mark looks like he's going to go over and smartly make the tag, and says to Tange, don't tag me in too quickly this time. And then the Torpedo, look at the power here, picks the Tange up, and gives him the Torpedo's driver there. 1, 2. Mark slowly back into the ring as he thought that the Tange might not get out of the pin there at the last minute. The Torpedo whips him into the corner now though, and the Tange might be in a spot of bother here, grating the head along the ropes. The Torpedo, the sinewy muscle on him, gets hold of Tange, picks him up off the floor, and big shots to the face there. Tange is down, and now tags in the big man. Here he comes. The one-man Turkish army screams to the crowd, boots Tange in the corner, and now has the knee locked into his chest and neck there as he rolls down and out of the corner. Tange slow back to his feet here. The Turkish Mountain gets hold of him, scoops him up onto the shoulder here, takes him into the corner and drops him face first. Mark, it looked like there might have punched his own tag partner. Down he goes. 1, 2. Tange able to kick out there. I'm not so sure Mark made a connection with the right man there, and I don't think he'll be trying that one again anytime soon, as he stomps on the arm there, does the big fella, and tags the Torpedo back in as the fresher of the two men. Here he comes. Tange straight up and straight on top of him, pummeling the life out of him now, right in front of Big Dan. Says, you made the mistake tagging the wee man in. Gets hold of him here. Giving him the kicks to the guts. Again, right in front of his tag partner. You can see him staring on from the apron, Big Dan. Not sure what to make of this assault from Tange. Stomps on him there, does Tange. Now is Tange going to go and make the tag to his tag partner? He does indeed. The Torpedo slow back to his feet, waiting for Mark to get in the ring. Mark does, gets the clothesline in. I thought the Torpedo was going to run off for the tag. Bulldog there for a Mark off the ropes, giving him almost a Bulldog face buster, a big knee to the chops of the Torpedo. And Mark now looks like he's fresh and ready for a bit more action with the Torpedo in the ring. Gets hold of the hand here. Look at this, taking him over to the corner by the hand, up onto the ropes he goes off, and spins him across the ring there. Screams to the crowd here, and here comes the Mountain, and Mark runs straight over to him, but only to get hooks up, and he's giving the Turkish delight, hooks the leg. 1, 2, Oh, Tange tried to get in the ring, but the torpedo stopped him from breaking up the pin. Mark, though, rolls out of the ring. The Turkish Mountains quickly out after him. Gets hold of him here. Throws him back in the ring and says, oh no you don't, you're not getting out of it that easily. Goes in under the second rope now, stomping on him here. You can see the torpedo on the outside, taking a bit of a breather, talking with the crowd as Big Dan spins Mark over and slams him down, and now showing off the muscles here. Look at this, the arrogance of the man, showing off his muscly body to the crowd. Oh, clotheslines Mark down to the ground, and that's got to have been a massive hit on the little man. Axe handle smashes him back down and now switches his attentions to Tange on the apron. Gets a big hit in on him. Now switches back to Mark, who ducks out of the way and gets up. Oh, massive leap to Hurricanrana him back down to the ground. He's up quickly though with Big Dan. Mark gets hold of him now, whips him into the corner. You can see he looks bloody there, Mark. Not sure when the blood came in. Now neck breaker from Tange as he's tagged in, and a kick to the back from Mark. He'll hop over the ropes here, and Tange will take over in the ring, gets a shot to Big Dan's back, whips him over onto the ropes, gets a hit in, but Tange there gets a big knee to the head from Big Dan. But now Tange battling back, a few swift hits and an uppercut there, drops him down, now goes after the torpedo, punches him, and Tange up on the top ropes. Oh, he looked like he was going to celebrate there something. But the torpedo gets the hit in and knocks Tange down for Big Dan to clothesline him down to the ground. Tange slow back to his feet here, and Big Dan with the arm behind the back, wrenching the Tange, picks him up and drops him down there. Goodness gracious me, it's a nasty drive onto the arms that. Tange up for the drop kick, misses it completely. Big Dan sidesteps it, now gets a hold of him, but Tange wrenches around from the back, gets hold of him from behind, gets hold of the head here, and uppercuts him in the back of the head, rolls him over and goes for the cover. One. Just a one count, no. Big Dan able to swiftly kick out of that. Tange gets hold of him now, tucks him up. Look at the power from Tange. Up onto the net, onto the shoulder he goes and drops him down with a big neck buster there. You can see Tange as well now, bleeding here, bleeding and showing off to the crowd. You can see the torpedo desperately wants to tag, but Big Dan doesn't look like he's got anything in the tank to move. The Tange blocking his path, showing off to the crowd, letting them see his magnificence and resplendor there. Much akin as to the Mark the Magnificent would have done, but Big Dan's up and went for the side slam there, but Tange boots him in the face and says, I've got a few tricks of my own in my book. Now jumps on top of him and pummels the life out of Big Dan on the floor. The Tange, you can see again the blood dripping off him as he looks like he's trying to deal with it. Big Dan looked like he was again trying to crawl for the tag, and the Tange now drags him onto the second rope and then pulls him off. As a large frame to be holding like that. Tange has hold of him, going for the nasty snap DDT off the middle rope, and now looks over his man on the floor, and this might be enough to put Big Dan away if the Tange... No, Big Dan straight back up though, look at that, goodness me. I thought it might be enough to put him away if the Tange could have capitalised on it, and now he's got the Tange up, but the Tange sneaks over the back and gets the shot into the leg, and down goes Big Dan again. He's felling the mountain by taking him down from the bottom, but Big Dan's up, picks Tange up this time and drops him face first into the corner, and you can see he bounces out of the corner, all that damage done to his head, the blood dripping off his noggin as he whips him into the corner now. And is he going to use it to tag the torpedo? He does indeed. Gets hold of him and holds him still for the torpedo to axe handle, smash his man in the corner there, and off the rope to the crossbody from the torpedo, and Tange now on the floor. No, he rolls over the torpedo and punches him in the face, and Big Dan's looking on from the side, but the torpedo pushes the Tange off and now gets him back to his feet, and a few swift kicks here to the guts and a big punch to the face as well, and Tange is down. And look at this, he's showing off to the crowd, flexing his muscles. These two of the more arrogant wrestlers to come out of the academy in the KEW. Up to the top rope he goes, body splashes him, Tange rolled onto his back, goes for the cover. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Mark comes racing into the ring to try and break it up. He wasn't needed in the end. Tange managed to kick out on his own, but Tange has to be careful. He's rolled onto his back and the torpedo splashed straight into his butt. Of course, the torpedo, we well know, might have enjoyed that one. Off the ropes he goes with another body splash there, taking the Tange down, rolls him onto his front again, and he's in a dangerous position here. Tange with a torpedo dragging him round the ring. Now it looks like the torpedo's a little lost, doesn't quite know what to make of the situation he's in. Looks up with a Tange, whips him into the corner. The Tange bloody, battered and bruised. Oh, gets an elbow up here though to get the torpedo off him, and a big uppercut there. That's just what he needed. Now he's ramming the head of the torpedo into the mat, and if the Tange can get over and make the tag, no, he can't quite. The torpedo's up and whips him back into that corner. Now he might tag the big man back in. He does indeed. Gets hold of the Tange and holds the Tange in position. Oh my gosh, what's he doing here? Oh, I don't think the torpedo really helped there at all. I think Big Dan just dived off, and now look, he's showing off the muscles, and here comes Mark the Magnificent to try and take down the Mountain. Comes in, kicks him in the guts, tucks him in between the legs, looks to the crowd, and oh, it's another crown jewels for him. Down he goes, hooks the leg, the torpedo's quickly in and breaks it up immediately, and his Magnificence won't be happy with that. But he knows now he's surely only got to be 1 or 2 moves away. Gets up to the top rope, gets Froggy! The torpedo watching from the outside. 1, 2, 3, there it is. His Magnificence puts away the Mountain with a frog splash. Goodness gracious me, what a great tag match. The two of them bloody and battered. Look at that. You might well say that they are the Blood Brothers. They bled for that victory and made it look a lot harder than it probably should have been. But you can see they're pretty happy with each other and pretty happy with the victory there. Both Mark and Tange. A good tag team event there. And again, the Misfits struggling to get out of first gear in the KEW. Sometimes it does take a few athletes a few months to get going here. My goodness me. And then we'll move into our final match for the evening. We've got the Firefighter against the Assassin. And you'd have to say this one's definitely been set up by the commissioner. He's using his tag partner here to try and get one over on the Firefighter. He wasn't happy last week after the Firefighter retained the KW title and Tanges was unable to defeat him. Now he's sending his tag partner into the ring to try and take down the KW champion. Here he comes. The People's Champion. Everybody loves him. He is the Firefighter.
Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 219 pounds, the Classic Champion.
There he goes, sliding into the ring. You heard the announcer say champion versus champion. Of course, the Assassin, one half of the tag team champions. The belts which haven't been on offer for a few weeks now. The CEO, many a fan will be asking, when are the tag titles coming up? And he'll be saying, well, when is there going to be a tag team step up to us? We already defeated the safety men, and nobody else in the tag championship bracket has really taken advantage of the opportunity. But of course, maybe now with the Tange and Mark the Magnificent forming a bloody alliance, maybe it could be them. Maybe they could step out of the shadows and work their way up the tag team rankings. They'll have to take on the Teachers Union, of course, in due course. And then the safety men to get a shot at the title. But here comes his opponent for the evening. One half of the tag champions. The Assassin. The Falcon.
And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 191 pounds. One half of the tag team champions.
Here he is. This one might be a decent KW evening then. We've not seen much of the Assassin in singles action. He's mainly been involved in the tag action since teaming up with Big Bird. But he is a champion in his own right now. One half of the tag champions. And we'll see here if he's able to step it up in the singles game and take on the KW champion, who's remained undefeated for many a week. Showing off his tag title to the crowd. We, of course, last week had the announcement that the Hardcore Championship will be on offer at the next main pay-per-view. And next week on KEW, we'll have to start working out the bracketing for the Hardcore Championship. And there'll be a few matches involved. Try and figure that one out, I dare say. The Assassin here, quickly out of the gates. Oh, bulldogging immediately the Firefighter down, gives him a kick to the face and another one. Said the Firefighter is a notoriously slow starter. He got off to a quick start against the Tange. Didn't really give the Tange a look in their last match. But now the title's not on the line. The Assassin taking advantage of the Firefighter's slow start here. Moonsault there to the Assassin's edge that he gave him off the ropes. Now he's back to his feet. Swift kick there in the leg for his troubles. Gets hold of him here, but the Assassin able to get out of it with a few swift hits there. Gets hold of the firefighter now, dragging him by the head over to the rope, puts him on the rope, rests him there, hooks the arm over and is looking to weaken the powerful arms of the firefighter. Many an opponent has tried and many have failed. He is a man who has almost unrelenting stamina. He's whipped over the top rope here and stomped on the outside, and booted again from the assassin. He's also almost merciless in his assault here early doors against the firefighter. Stomps on him there, and the firefighter yet to get any real momentum in this match, up to a 2 count. As he's thrown into the ring post. Referee, come on. There's definitely an agenda going on here to try and get the firefighter beaten and battered. It's thinly veiled when it's the tag team partner of the CEO who's doing the business. Up to a 5 count, and the assassin taking a breather on the outside. Now climbs back up and jumps over the ropes straight into the firefighter's face and hurricanranas him down onto the canvas mat there. Cheap shot to the back, picks him up, whips him into the ropes, and then jumps up. I thought he was going to hurricanrana him, but the firefighter catches him and powerbombs him down, and now he's picking him up off the floor and powerbombs him again, trying to take on the back of him, but the assassin's quickly up to his feet, now off the ropes. And he's missed his leg drop there. Thought he was trying to maybe do the firefighter's little stunner off the ropes, and now the firefighter whips him into the ropes and goes under and over, and gets a knee in the face from the assassin and a boot and a few more furious kicks there, but he ducks under that one and then picks him up, and now he's squeezing the life out of him, trying to perhaps weaken the midriff of the assassin by squeezing the ribs, pop one of them out of place, and it'll do a lot of damage and slow your opponent down. And as we know, if you can slow down the assassin, it kind of weakens his offence. Goes for a moonsault and hooks the leg now. Just a 1 count. No, you've got to do much more than that to put the KEW champion away. Slow back to his feet is the firefighter, as the assassin has hold of him now, whips him into the ropes, misses that again, and the assassin gets a 2 boots right up the Ajaxico, and now picked up off the floor by the firefighter. And if you don't know what Ajaxico is, it's a small island off the south of France. It's definitely off the south for somewhere when you get 2 boots up it as well. Ramming the arm now, the firefighter into the floor, trying to weaken the arms of the assassin. He's got hold of him now and he's dragging him away from the ropes, trying to work him around the ring. Stomps on him on the back of the shoulder there, and then look at this, throws the hand up and says, it's time for you to get your fire alarm serviced. Off the ropes he goes, and boom, installs the fire alarm square into his noggin, hooks the leg. 1, 2, just a 2 count there though. The assassin with a little bit left in the tank, able to get the shoulder up. The firefighter rolls him over and now is pushed off by the assassin there. The assassin, of course, is a deadly customer. Flips over and gives him the Falcon's Edge, hooks the legs. 1, 2. Kick out though from the firefighter. How on earth has he got anything left after that? That's one of the assassin's most deadly moves. He flips over the top of you and drives the skull into the ring mat. Hurricanranas him down now off the ropes, and you can see the firefighter's looking in a bit of bother here, and he's pumping the crowd. The assassin gets hold of him, and again, the firefighter's caught him and slams him down onto the floor. I thought he was going to give him another Falcon's Edge there. And now the firefighter off the ropes with the second rope stunner there, and the assassin might be the one who's in trouble. He's slow back to his feet here, and the firefighter ducks under, says you can't see this coming, kicks him to the groin, hooks him up on the shoulders, and violence carries him down onto the mat. Now he rolls over. The assassin looks spent, puts the arm over the ref, slow for the cover. 1, 2, 3, there it is, the victory that is much sweeter for the KEW champion, and there's his title. He holds it high aloft for the crowd to see. Hang on a minute, the CEO stormed into the ring here and he's assaulting the firefighter from behind. Goodness gracious me, he grabs the title. Look at this, he's looking at the title enviously. He's saying to the firefighter, get to your feet. Firefighter slow up. He destroys him with the belt in the face. My goodness gracious me. the CEO. There you go. He gave the tag partner the opportunity. He says, if you want something done, do it yourself. Goes in and assaults the firefighter. Goodness gracious me, we saw him last week not happy as the special guest referee, and now he's taking things even more personally, assaulting the firefighter after his victory. The Big Bird is not happy that the firefighter is our KEW champion, and he'll do whatever it takes to remove him as KEW champion, it seems. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We'll deal with the fallout of this in the next KEW Live.